Look yonder, look yonder, look yonder, where the sun done gone. We are busier than ever. We're circulating more books than ever. We are making our cities prosperous, safe. We're part of health programs, nutrition programs. We're part of the public safety. We're there at every front line. Baltimore, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, San Diego. We're out in front.
So I call the 4 directions. To the north, the direction of the ancestors. Tawi. To the east, the direction of fire. Tawi. To the south, the direction of water. Tawi. And then to the west, the direction of the wind. Tawi.
This girl.
Cornbread and beans, pancakes with syrup, ham hocks and greens, milkshakes and hot dogs, hot smothered grits, double tacos with crisp bacon bits.
It's called Nights of Fast Cars, Fisticuffs, and Fiesta Fun. July 18th, 1995, that's when this is written. Everything seemed wide open back then, pure wildness. You could smell it in the dust kicked up by the muscled up cars with racing slicks and rapping pipes as they spun into the dirt parking lot. You could hear it in the untamed laughter erupting from the revelers gathered around pickups weighted down with ice chests filled with beer.
And I tell my students proudly that I'm Tiwa and Raramuri from 2 different Native American tribes in 2 different countries. And every year their eyes blow open in disbelief that I'm not carrying a tomahawk. So please, be vigilant. Make the time, insist on the writing and the reading that touches souls and inspires the future.
You know, there was a time where I went to ALA midwinter and someone came up to me and said, "Well, Lisa, you did a really good job yesterday." And I looked and I know they thought I was Lisa Mitten. And I said, "That's great, but you know, Lisa's Mohawk." I think a lot of our work is to remind people there's not one native face or one person of color face, one brown face, one white face. We're all individual and we represent all these many peoples. This year we call this event Many Voices, Many Nations.
Back in the early 90s, when I first met Loriene, we graduated from the University of Texas. I guess maybe you did, I didn't. Yeah, took from Wurth. And she called me up, she said, "I've got great news." And you know, bad news too, but great news. I said, which one do you want? I said, great news first. She said, got a $250,000 grant to send writers and storytellers to reservation communities all over America. You want to go to Tahajuli outside of Albuquerque, great Navajo community. You'll love them. I said, you bet. I said, man, what could be the bad news? She said, the grant ran out. You need to go on your own expense.
I went to a peyote meeting. Yes, I do. I eat peyote, you know, and I love it, you know. And I'm a proud member of the Native American Church, you know. And I went for the first time after many years without seeing the fire. And on the fires, once again, I saw my grandmama. And she's telling me, that means you're still my baby. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You continue to be wonderful, just like this Mother Earth. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. So I went home thinking about that. And I wrote me these poems called Talking with Mother Earth, Hablando con Madre Tierra.
This is called autobiography. It's from my book, Beneath My Heart. I was born of a half-breed mother and a transvestite father on All Fool's Day in the year 49. I was born on a park bench outside a museum
one morning of warm rain. Huge ferns protected my mother and me.
I come from this really rural town outside of Denver, and lots of working class whites, lots of Chicanos, lots of Mexican Americans, natives of all tribes, every combination you can imagine. And, you know, but for me, the one thing that I have to say unified us all was the mullet, you know? And I think perhaps, you know how in every high school there's always like 3 people on the bottom of the social rung, at least 3. And I was one of them, and I think it's because I just wouldn't wear the mullet, you know?
You saw a bunch of us here tonight, but each of us, as good as we are and as amazing as you all were, we also know there are 10 or 20 or 30 or 100 people just like us in our tribes who are just as good, who didn't get lucky, who had it this much worse than us, you know, who didn't wake up one day and say, well, screw that life, who for various reasons, sometimes in their control and beyond their control, don't have this opportunity. My father was one of them. I learned how to tell stories like this because he taught me. So thank you very much.